I have news for you, and it's not going to be groundbreaking, but you're not going to be able to outplan a bad routine. That's what we're going to be talking about today is the planning aspect. I know you all love it. That's why you watch my videos and so many videos, but you can't outplan inactivity. You can't outplan intentions that live in your head. You can't outplan things that pop up and derail you. You have to get in front of them. So I'm going to walk you through what it truly means to, yes, set the foundation for planning. It is so critical. We're going to talk about how I do that, but then we're going to actually show what action looks like. Okay, so first things first, my routine works because I don't have a 47-step complicated routine. I have a realistic routine that a busy working adult woman has. And I think that's what makes it so effective and why I'm able to do it consistently is because it's just not overcomplicated. I know that there are so many apps and products and videos and techniques and acronyms that you could use, but really at the end of the day, you just need to find something that has a few components that you can consistently stick to. And every day I start the same way. I start with my planner. Now, 99% of the time, the night before, I have already mapped out what the next day looks like, but I purposefully, I don't know if that's the right word. I on purpose made sure I did not do that so I could walk you through that routine looks like so you have a complete understanding of how I plan my day. So today is a fairly regular day for me. It's actually the weekend. And so I'm going to talk to you about what this looks like. And I plan in three ways. I plan for what are the three things I need to get accomplished today, and how do those relate to the three things that I need to get accomplished for the week. Then I think about a health component for the day, unless it's somehow a rest day for me from an activity standpoint. And then I look at what is ahead for the next few days as well. So that is what we're going to do. So I have my planner, which is the full focus planner. You can see today is Saturday, July the 18th. The planner is blank. So what I would normally do the night before is I would sit down, and I'm going to do that with you and walk you step by step. What are the three things I need to get accomplished today? And those three things are going to always tie back to what are the three things that I said I need to get accomplished for the week. So if I go back to the beginning of this week, I'm going to tell you what the three goals I had were for the week. So they were to film a video that has an integration in it, which is this video right here. Create a calendar of accountability and things to monitor at my job, and then run 3 to 4 times this week. So it is the weekend, so I don't necessarily need to have a big three or a to-do that has to do with work. But what I am going to put as the first one is I am filming this video. So that was my one of the big three I need to get done, or at least filming a part of this video. Second thing is I'm going to go run when I'm done filming this portion of the video. And then the third thing is I need to reconcile some accounts. Now, that isn't necessarily tied to this week's big three, but for today, that's one of the things that I really need to get done. And I want to make sure I have a good idea of that. A secondary thing that I'm going to put on here that's not a big three, but I am going to do is go ahead and also calendar all of my meetings for next week. I try to do this on Fridays because I do my weekly preview on Sundays, and sometimes I wait till Sunday just to do the whole thing, but I do kind of like to just go ahead and start mapping out the things that I need to do. So if you look here, you'll see it says film, it says run, and it says reconcile accounts. So a successful day for me will be, did I do these three things that I said I was going to do? Because two of these things are going to push me closer to the bigger goals that I had at the beginning of the week. One of these is just something that I need to do. So with that being said, the other thing that I do, and this is in my planner, is I do my prayers. Now, that is a me thing. That is definitely not something you have to do. I write my prayers out in this box called notes. And so I'm going to sit here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish my coffee. And then I am going to go into my calendar for the week, and then I'm going to map out all of my meetings and the things that I need to do. I'm not going to go into my whole preview where I preview the whole week and figure out what day I need to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do that tomorrow on Sunday. And I'll link a video somewhere in here so you can see like the actual weekly planning process. But let's talk about a realistic today. So that is what I'm getting ready to go do. So today I'm going to be doing an in-body style scan with the Hume Pod. And if you've ever had scale anxiety or felt stuck because the number won't move, this is for you. Quick note, this is not a smart scale. It's a portable body analyzer. I'm going to weigh in now. The pod's handle sensors scan my torso, arms, legs for full body composition. Now, let me show you the cool part, which is the Hume Health app on the measure screen. You can see my data and the humanoid diagram that breaks down muscle and fat across my body. Two metrics I've been tracking are body fat percentage and muscle mass, because your weight can stay the same while you're actually losing fat and gaining muscle. And what's really cool is this app is AI powered insights to connect patterns like sleep, stress, and activity to help you improve faster. If you want to try it, use my discount code Diaka. It stacks on top of Hume's current sale to save you up to 50% off, and it's valid for 7 days. And if you're in the US, it's also HSA, FSA eligible. So if you have HSA or FSA funds, you may be able to get it covered through your health plan.
Up, take you up, execute an incline, rolling back will bring you back down. You have jump buttons in the center of the knob to take you to.
Okay, so workout complete, and just like that, I'm done. Let me explain something, and I'm gonna say this the best way that I know how that makes sense. If you have watched any of my videos, you have seen me on this treadmill multiple times. There's only so many angles that I can shoot me on the treadmill, from the front, from the back to the side. I was thinking about that today, and it made me laugh because when we talk about routines and we talk about consistency, like consistency in a way is boring. And that is okay because it is a place of familiarity, and that usually breeds the ability to move forward. Yes, there are definitely times where you need to shake it up and jolt your routine in your system and remix things. Like today, I did a run with an instructor. I've run with her before, but I don't often run with her. Like I like R&B. Like I like hip hop, rap. She doesn't play that type of music. This was clearly a playlist that I would not have picked, but I saw the run schedule that she was doing and I was like, I'm gonna try. The consistency and the boringness is I'm on the treadmill, I'm running, this is what I do, 45 minutes on Saturday. The, I guess, jolt or change was just different music, different instructor, which music makes a big difference when you're running. So I was struggling. They ended up playing Neil Diamond Sweet Caroline, and I was like, okay, girl, you have clearly picked the wrong list. But I powered through, and my point is that routines do not have to be exciting. Routines are supposed to be routine. That's what helps you get up every day and do it. So when we talk about a routine that you can't escape or a routine that you won't give up on, we're talking about consistency that you won't give up. So one thing I want you to embrace is you do not have to have this super intricate, exciting, life-changing routine. It literally can be the same thing every week as long as you show up to do it, because quite honestly, it is the output that you're looking for, not the planning and the actual thing. It's what happens when you're done. Like when I get off the treadmill, I am incorporating and depositing into my health. That's the output. So run's done, daughter's on the way. I'm actually gonna go downstairs, shower. Okay, so it is future me a few days later, and I want to close out this video in a way that makes sense. So when we talk about sticking to a routine, you saw me plan. You saw me get up and go exercise. You saw me have a game plan for what it looks like. So if you were to go forward, let's just say 48 hours, a couple of days later, the next day, because it technically is the next day, or 2 days later, what does that look like in real life when work starts and life starts and it's not the weekend? So y'all, this is my Monday entry into my planner. My 3 goals were to do yin yoga, drink water, and review the next 3 weeks worth of deadlines at work. That was my big 3 for the day, but they were tied to the big 3 for the week. So this week, my goal is to run 3 times this week, drink water daily, map out August, September due dates, and then take myself on a self-care date. So let me repeat. My 3 goals from yesterday were yin yoga, which will help pour into the running goal, drink water, that was a clear goal for the week, and then review the next 3 weeks of work, because ultimately my goal is to map out August, September, and October at work for due dates and deliverables. So now I'm looking at it in 3-week chunks. And then I always time block, which you can't really see here. I time block on a little post-it what I'm going to do by the hour of the week. So go back and look at my time block video. So when we say sticking to a routine, when we say a plan, I wanted you to kind of see, like, what does it look like in action when nothing is, when it's not the weekend. So as always, I wanted to thank you. I was editing this video and I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to show them what it looks like to really put this in action on a regular day. So I got up this morning, I did my yoga, I did the things I needed to do, I edited my video, I'm putting the finished touches on it because remember I said I wanted to film the video, which was my goal from Saturday. And that is what it looks like. There's no excitement, razzle dazzle in it. It is a consistent routine, day and day showing up. As always, I want to thank y'all for watching and I will see you in the next video.